And the issue of Indian children working in sweatshops for chains like The Gap has been the big story in the British media. Here's a look at what the UK press and the British public are saying.
The Guardian is critical of India's use of child labour. In one of its articles, it says, Gap has huge contracts in India, which boasts of one of the world's fastest growing economies. But over the past decade, India has also become the world capital for child labour. The Independent. Outsourcing labour to Asia, where wages are cheaper and labour laws less stringent, is increasingly popular for Western fashion chains. You will find these labour problems in supply chain of any company outsourcing to India. The Telegraph. The United Nations estimates that 55 million children from age 5 to 14 are currently employed in the domestic and business sectors in India, producing up to 20% of India's annual GDP.
Company that supports children working, cheap labour, and where their families have to, put their children through doing that, is just absolutely appalling. I think it's terrible.
We are not really aware of all this kind of thing, and we are just aware when something really big happens in some store, just like in Gap. And I think manufacturers should be aware of the condition of making clothes in India or China or country like that. I would buy maybe more expensive clothes if I knew that it has been made properly with respect of every human rights.
The West want these garments very, very cheaply, so there are consequences for that. But let's go back to the absolute, my personal opinion, this is not representative of the nation, and that is these children, and I've been to developing countries, are on the streets. They're not earning any money, they're actually starving in many cases. These children are in an environment where they get food, where they're getting paid, probably earning more money than their parents.